Let me tell you something real quick, bro. Men in the West are having problems, bro. You see what I'm saying? Men in the West, they having problems out here, bro. They lonely, they desperate, they're looking for a woman. I mean, it's all jacked up out here. You know, in the Matrix, they got it where only the 10% of men are having intimacy, bro. You see what I'm saying? The average man is left out. The average and below man is left out, bro. See what I'm saying? The average and below man is left out, and it's a crying shame, bro. So dudes are going overseas trying to fulfill that need, but I'm like, bro, going overseas, you know, it's not gonna do anything. You know, going overseas is it's only gonna put a band-aid on the problem for you a little bit, unless you got enough money. Unless you got enough money to live out there for the rest of your days. Unless you're able to really move out there overseas. You see what I'm saying? Other than that, man, you just put the band-aid on the problem. That's why I'm saying, it's like some of these passport bros, they talk about, yeah, we going overseas, but I'm like, bro, most passport bros, they're not going overseas, bro. What time is it? Close? You know, because men are lonely. Men are lonely, you know, desperate. They go out to Thailand, the Philippines, and they get any woman that they can snag. You see what I'm saying? Desperation is real, man, and desperate men do desperate things, bro. Not just men, but people in general. If you're desperate, you're gonna do desperate things, man. Like get married really quickly. Some men, they don't even explore their options when they go to Thailand or the Philippines. They just get married right away. They get married online. You see what I'm saying? Before they can even live with this woman, you know, they marrying her, putting a ring on it. That's a bad idea, man. You know, I say it takes longer than 6 months to get married, bro. It takes a few years of getting to know the person to get married, man. Because getting married really quickly, it just shows the desperation, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, for a man to get married really quickly, that's desperate, man. You know, desperate. Desperate guy, desperate to get out of your situation. Ah, man, I gotta get married, man, because I can't be with this woman that I'm with now, man. I gotta find another female to fulfill my needs. Like Kanye West, I just think he's moving too fast, man. You know, Kanye West, he got all that money, but yet he's remarrying get married so quickly. Don't get me wrong. Kanye what he wants in life, you know. But at the end of the day, he don't really know that girl, man. Moving too fast can hurt a man for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Moving too fast can hurt a man. You move too fast, it can hurt your ass, bro. What's up? ARW has home warranty plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics. My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. It was so hot. I called ARW and they came and fixed it right away. You know, free air conditioning, washers, dryers, heating appliances, plumbing, electrical system, even full spa. Plus, ARW insurance offer protection for new and used household electronics. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Call Stephanie Lynn. Thank you. Don't get me wrong, bruh. Every man needs some woman to love, man. You know, it's that we're living in the times where it's so competitive for women's attention. It's so competitive for sex. It's so competitive for intimacy. It ain't never been this competitive before. And when I was younger, bro, it was a lot easier to get intimacy, bro. No joke, no lie. When I think back into time, back into the early 2000s, man, 2001, 2002, it was a lot easier to get intimacy. But nowadays, because of technology, because of the dating apps, because of all these technical gadgets, you know, with the iPhone and stuff like that, it's a lot harder to keep women by your side, man. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot harder to keep women by your side. You feel me? It's a lot harder to get intimacy nowadays. I see these women sometimes when they see me, you know, they got these big old breasts. They see me, they cover up. I'm like, bitch, I'm not really looking at you like that. Actually, yeah, I was looking at your breast, but since you acting like a little bitch, I'm just gonna keep it moving and keep looking forward. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see this female, she got these big old breasts from a mile away. And I'm looking like, God damn, look at those big old breasts. She get closer to me, she want to cover up. I'm like, okay, well, I was admiring your beauty, but now the way the way you're acting, it seems like you're ugly. Beauty on the inside, but ugly on the inside. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's that good. A big girl does not have. Yeah. Like the solids and equally the fruit. Wait, what are you saying? I want to go to express stuff.
Okay. Don't get me wrong, bro. It's been a long time for me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time for me. You know, but at the same time, we must be picky and choosy about who we deal with. It don't matter how lonely or how desperate you need to be or you are. You need to be picky and choosy no matter what. You get your money up so you can have better things in life. Don't let the society tell you who you gonna date and what you deserve. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm not gonna let the society tell me that I deserve, you know, the bottom of the barrel crabs. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Don't let no society tell you that you deserve, scraps or bottom of the barrel, get nothing. Nah, man. I prefer me, myself, bro, straight up. I prefer women with no children. But at the same time, don't get me wrong, if the girl's hot enough, I'll deal with her and her children. There's always an exception to the rule. You know what I mean? There's always an exception to the rule. I won't date single mothers, but if she's hot enough, I'll go ahead and do it. I'm not gonna lie, Kelcat, if I had a chance with Kim Kardashian, I would date her. There's always a exception to the rule. You could say, well, I don't date single mothers, you know. But if Kim K stepped up in here, yeah, I would date her. Straight up. You see what I'm saying? Of course, I'm the average guy. What do you expect me to say no to Kim K? You see what I'm saying? Especially after a drought. After a drought of not having women in your life, and then you run into Kim K, and Kim K wants you, right? You're like, okay, all right. I'll date Kim K. Even though Kim K got like 4 kids by Kanye, I would date her. I would date her. But the average female, no. Or the female that's fat and ugly, no, I'm not gonna date her. You see what I'm saying? Because nah, it's not worth the squeeze, you know. The juice is not worth the squeeze. And it's like, even though you might be desperate, you might want a woman in your life, and she comes along and she's fat and out of shape. I'm just gonna have to pass. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like I don't deserve a woman that's fat and out of shape, that's a single mother. You know, even though I work out, I keep my body in shape, right? I feel like I don't deserve that. Some men they're okay with it, but me, no, baby, you gotta work out like me, you know, for me to be in a long-term relationship. Other than that, it's just gonna be a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and that's it. Out here in the West, man, it's more than just me out here that's lonely and desperate. Well, I wouldn't call myself desperate, but I'm just saying I could say lonely, but not desperate. Let's put it this way. I'm not desperate because I'm not just taking anything that comes my way. There are some women that have interest in me, but I'm not interested in them. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I deserve better. But at the end of the day, we're going to all want somebody. You see what I'm saying? We're all going to want somebody. Us men, we yearn to be with women, bro. That's in our nature, bro. And you know what? It's in our nature to be desperate, but we must control the desperation because we might get too much of what we ask for in life. You see what I'm saying? You might get too much of what you ask for. You don't want to be too desperate where you just taking in just any old thing. Like, I don't want to have kids with females that are fat. I'm sorry. That's just me. Because at the end of the day, I want my kid to have good genetics. You know, I don't want my kid to have sub 5 genetics. That's just not me, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The average man, I want a female that's above me, really, in looks. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm getting my money together today, man. Because I want a female that's above me, like a step or two. You know what I'm saying? Like a female that's a 7 in looks, that's fine with me. I fuck with that. Above me. You see what I'm saying? That's above me, man. I'm not playing around, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know. Um, the West, let me tell you something. The West has a way of depriving men of intimacy because all the competition that's around you. Like today, man, or was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know. But sometime this week, some Chad guy just came in the store and started bragging about how many women he was sleeping with and blah blah blah. And I looked at him, I was like, bro, don't come up in here bragging about how many women that you're sleeping with, because we all are not getting it in like that. You're part of the 20%. So I looked at him, with a mug, because I'm like, bro, this is one of the reasons why I'm not getting laid, because of you, bitch. You fucking son of a bitch. Because, women, they believe in dealing with the men, the 20% of men. Some Chad Light, but he wasn't a Chad. He was like a Chad Light, basically. He come in here. He came in the store. Was it one of the stores I go to all the time? He was just like, yeah, I fucked that one Asian chick I was with, and I fucked that other bitch I was with, and blah blah blah. He was just like, you know, bragging about the women that he was sleeping with. And I'm like, bro, stop coming in here bragging about how many women you're sleeping with. That's what I was thinking. I didn't say that to him, but I was thinking that, like, bro, you are in here bragging about how many women you're sleeping with, and there's not a lot of men in here getting it on like that. Stop. I wanted to say stop bragging so bad. I wanted to say stop bragging. You see what I'm saying? Because there's tons of men that are not getting it in like that, bro. You see what I'm look, man, the only way I can compete with a Chad or Tyrone if I have a lot of money. That's the only way I can compete with Chad or Tyrone. I can't compete with Chad or Tyrone broke. I'm sorry. I cannot compete with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old, right? Looks are not like what they used to be. So I cannot compete with the young Chads and Tyrones, the abundance of young Chads and Tyrones, because there's a lot of Chads and Tyrones here in America. Believe it or not, they're like the 20% of men, but that's a lot of men, man. 20%, that's like thousands of men, bro. Thousands that you got to compete with. Good-looking young Chads and Tyrones you got to compete with for like young women. Now, Chaz and Tyrone, they're not fucking with the older women that are like 40, 45 plus. They're not really fucking with them that like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to get the women that are young, you got to compete with Chad and Tyrone, especially if she's over a 6 in looks. Okay? Believe it or not, Chad and Tyrone, they're not checking for women that are below a 6. Okay? You know what I'm saying? They're not checking for 5s. Okay? Trust me, I know. I was hanging out with my Chad friend, my Arabic Chad friend, the other day, about a few months ago. No, this is before the pandemic. What am I saying? A few months ago, before the pandemic, I was hanging out with my Arabic Chad friend, and some average females came into the bar where we were chilling, and I looked at them. I said, "Oh, they're nice. They're looking nice." And he looked at them. He was like, "Nah, I'm good, bro." I was like, "Bro, they're not bad looking." He was like, "Nah, I'm good." I was like, "Why?" He said, "Man, because they don't have tits and ass. I like tits and ass. And me, I like tits and ass too. I like breasts and butt too. You see what I'm saying? But they don't have to have a lot for me to be turned on. You see what I'm saying? For him, he's used to dealing with women with big breasts and big butts. So he's going to want that all the time. You see what I'm saying? You know, he can be picky and choosy because he has a lot of women coming after him. But me, take it doesn't take long to turn me on with a female. You see what I'm saying? You know, so he's at 8, 9, or 10 in looks, so he can be picky and choosy. But me, man, it doesn't take time. I mean, it doesn't take that much to get me turned on about here. Seriously, it doesn't. You know, all she gotta have, all she gotta do is have a little bit of breast and a little bit of ass, and I get turned on immediately. She don't even have to have a big ass. She could just have a mediocre ass, a medium sized ass, and she could turn me on immediately. She could be good from the waist down. Her thighs and her butt. Could turn me on, and I could just get really excited about that. But back to what I was saying about men being desperate out here, man. I'm seeing the loneliness in men out here, bro. The competitiveness out here is real in the Bay Area. I'm not lying, bro. There's so many men to compete with. Um, if you didn't have dreams or aspirations, it will be over. If you didn't have money, you see what I'm saying? And some guys talking about, well, Chad and Tyrone, they struggling too. I'm like, bruh, really? Are they really struggling like that? Have you seen Kanye? Kanye is he's not a Tyrone, and he's not sub 5 either. to me, Kanye is like a 6 in looks, maybe a 7. Okay, and he got a lot of money. He's not struggling getting intimacy at all. Okay, it's the average man that is struggling out here, bruh. I would be lying to you if I wasn't struggling. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't be like 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 um I would lie to you if I told you I wasn't struggling. That's the way to say it. I wouldn't, you know, I will be lying to you if I told you I was struggling. I am struggling. I'm one of the guys that struggle, bro. That's why I'm so hard about getting the money in the bank, because that's the only thing that can save me. Money, and lots of it, bro. And that's what can save a lot of men out here, bro. That's why I tell men, don't get lazy. Get out here and get that fucking money, bro. That's the only thing that can save us, bro. Is money. Too many Chads and Tyrones out here to compete with, bruh. That's the reason why you struggle. Guys that came into the store where I was chilling at, I was doing my lotto tickets, and he came into the store. You know, he was he was he was bragging about how many women he was sleeping with, and blah blah blah. I'm like, bruh, I got tired of that shit right away, and I actually wanted to punch him in the face, because I'm like, bruh, you coming in here like bragging about how many women they're sleeping with, and dudes out here they're not getting it in like that. I'm not sleeping with a bunch of women like I was when I was in my 20s, bruh. You know, I started having problems with young women once I got into my 30s. Once I got into my 30s, I started having problems getting younger women around 22, 23. Okay, and it got worse every year that went by after 30. Okay, so don't come up in the store bragging about how many women you're sleeping with, you fucking Chad Light or whatever you are. You know, he gonna come up in the store with his shirt off. I'm like, bro, you coming up in here with your shirt off talking about how many bitches you fucking and shit? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I really wanted to saw his fucking neck off right then and there, bro. I hate to be violent, but I'm like, bro, you out here, you know, you know, you out here bragging about how many women you're sleeping with, and at the same time, I'm sitting here listening to you, and I'm like, bro, stop bragging about how many women you're sleeping with. You see what I'm saying? It ain't that type of party out here, bro. Just because you're in the 20%, it doesn't mean that everybody else around you is in the 20%. You see what I'm saying? Fucking dumbass, man. That's why, you know what, you Chaz and Tyrones, you know, I gotta hand it to you that, you know, yeah, you're getting women on the regular, but you know what? Normies like me, I gotta compete with you on a regular basis. And you are my nemesis. If you are a top tier, if you're a guy that's an 8, 9, or a 10, you are my nemesis. You are my enemy. You are my competition, more likely. I mean, I can't say you're my enemy, but I can say you're my competitor. You're my you're, I can't. You know what? Because the reason why I say you're not my enemy is because enemies, you know, they want to do harm to you. That's what enemies are. But competitors are competing. They're not trying to hurt you. You know, because I believe that enemies they want to hurt. They want to compete. No. Enemies, they want to hurt you. You know, they want to kill you. They want to destroy you. That's what enemies are. Competitors are the ones who are competing for women's attention. Okay, and I gotta compete with the young Chads and Tyrones of the world, bro. You see what I'm saying? Those are my competitors. So if you are Chad or a Tyrone, best believe you are my competitor. not my enemy, but my competitor, bro. Let's just be real. Keep it real. The Chads and Tyrones are the ones who are getting the pussy the most. Okay? And that's why I gotta become wealthy to compete with Chad and Tyrone. There's no escape from that shit, bro. There's no escape from being wealthy. You have to. Chaz and Tyrone's are everywhere, bro, and they're taking all the good-looking women, man. All the young, beautiful women, man. Yeah, I said it because I recognize who my enemies are, or my competitors. I mean, not my enemies, but my competitors. My competitors are Chad and Tyrone because these are the men who are getting the most pussy. And while I get the scraps. I get scraps. I would lie to you and say that I didn't get women that are around the 5 attention, which I do. I do get women around my age that like me, but I don't like them. I'm sorry. I don't like women around my age unless she got like some major big titties or some nice hips or some nice ass or something like that. Then that's fine. Other than that, it's like, bro, no, no, no. It's time to fight back against these Chads and Tyrones back. This motherfucker coming into the store, bragging about how many women he's sleeping with. It's like, bruh, this is the guy right here. This is him right here. This is what I'm competing against right here. Clearly, this guy was in his 20s, okay? Clearly, this guy was in his 20s. Coming into the store, bragging to the clerk how many women he's sleeping with. It made me kind of mad, though. I'm sorry, bro. It made me mad. Because my life is not like that, bro. I'm not sleeping with a bunch of women like that, though. If it was, I definitely will be telling you guys about it. I'll be bragging about it myself. Like, look at Cat, man. I'm sleeping with all these women. Nah, I'm not getting it in like that, bro. Maybe in my early 20s I was, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like that now because it's so competitive to get women's attention, and it's so competitive to even get ugly women's attention, and it's so competitive to get fat women's attention. I never had it to the point where like I had to compete with an overweight fat chick. So hard. Usually back in, the early 2000s, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. Usually, fat women were very easy to get. Those were the women that, if you couldn't get your face match, you know, you could fall back on those. It's not like that no more, man. The men out here, they have made it very competitive with the technology that's going on right now in the world, bro. They made it very competitive, and we digged ourselves into this hole, bro. It's not. I mean, humanity, humans, men, their thirst for women, their thirst for vagina, creating dating apps that has something to do with it. The Facebooks, Plenty of Fish, Tinder, Bumble. That really did something real bad, man, because I noticed back in 2012, that was my worst year of my life. When Tinder came out, and the thing is, I didn't know what was happening in 2012. I wasn't hip to Tinder. I didn't even know about Tinder until like 2000 and like, let's see, when did I get hip to Tinder? Wow, yeah, I didn't get hip to Tinder until like the 2001. Or no, 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 no. I got hip to Tinder years later. I never got on Tinder until the pandemic happened. That's what happened. That's when I got a Tinder account. but I never knew that Tinder had a effect on dating nowadays. I really didn't know, but it did. It had an effect on dating. And I noticed that when I was going out on dates, the women, they started to become more picky. This is back in 2012. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, man, what even more picky than ever, bro. Being more picky, and females all of a sudden it was ghosting me a lot more. And I was like, what? I was like, what? I deleted that guy, Ray Ray. Fuck that dude. Man, you come up in my comment section, man, I'm gonna delete your ass. Talking that crap, bro. Anyway, so I noticed that it was a lot harder to get women here in the day. It was a lot harder to get females, man. I'm gonna move out of the Bay Area, man, very soon. Very, very soon. You see, in the next like 3 months, I should be out of here. I'm tired of the Bay Area. I'm tired of this fucking goddamn place, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm gonna end this video, man. I wasn't even gonna make a video, man, but I said, fuck it. I'll make another video, but I don't know when the next time I'm gonna make another video, man. I'm really not feeling YouTube right now, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not feeling YouTube no more, especially doing it for free. I'm just tired of doing YouTube for free. I need to get on here and start making money. So I'm gonna start a new channel. I don't know when, but eventually soon in the near future, I will start a new channel so I can make some money. Anyway, you guys have a good. I don't know when I'm gonna make another video again. It could be in the next like 4 or 5 days. I'm just busy and I'm just thinking about what's my next move. That's all I'm thinking about, bro. You guys have a good night. And you know what? Before I get out of here, man, I know the loneliness is real. I know a lot of men, they're very, very lonely and they want a woman in their life because it is meant to be for us to have women in our lives. We can even fake the funk and say, you know what, fuck it. I don't need a woman. I'm good. But deep down inside, bro, we need a woman in our lives, bro. Even if you don't want relationships, you still want women in your life. You could be a player. You can have a bunch of women in your life, different variety women, okay? But, you could be monogamous and have a wife and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you're going to need a woman in your life. Without women in your life, bro, it's not cool. It is not good to be alone, bro, by yourself without a woman or women, plural, okay? You see what I'm saying? It is not cool to be by yourself. Every man needs a woman, bro, or multiple women. Some dudes, they want multiple women. That's fine. Some dudes, they want just one woman. That's fine. But to be by yourself in this world without a woman, that's insanity, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's insanity. We are built to be with women. To be with women. We are built to procreate. We are built to procreate because every man has a penis and we need to plug it inside something. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That's what your penis is for. It's to plug it inside a vagina. And we need to work our way out of this mess that we're in right now. Every man, you should be working to be a millionaire. I'm sorry, guys. This is the reality of us all, man. You want to be lonely for the rest of your life? You want to be by yourself for the rest of your life, bro? You don't want to be like that for the rest of your life. Get a lot of money, man, and focus your mind, bro. This is the only way out. Money is the only way out for every average man out here. I'm sorry, this is the truth, bro. Money is the only way out. And don't come around talking about, man, that's the reason why I don't believe in money maxing, because you won't find a woman that's real. Are you kidding me, bro? Remember I told you about imitation crab? On how it's better to have an imitation crab than no crab at all? Of course, the real crab is better, but imitation crab is still good. So when you get money, you're gonna get beautiful women. It won't be real, but it's better than having nothing. Imitation crab is better than having no crab at all. It is. And I like imitation crab. The shit is good. I prefer real crab coming straight from the shell, but it's better than having nothing. Imitation crab. And what I mean by imitation crab is having gold diggers around you that just want to be with you for your money. And you're not going to trip about that, because you're going to have options. If one woman don't act right, you can toss it to the side and get another woman fresh out of the barrel. You guys have a good night. I don't know when the next time I'm going to make another video. I'm busy. I got other plans. And I'm just not feeling this channel right now. You know what I'm saying? So I might be on, I don't know. I might be on here in the next 3 or 4 or 5 days. I don't know. You guys have a good night. Peace out. Take care and bless. I'm out.